Listen up, I'm Ava, and today we're not just exploring geography. We're diving into the ancient myths that connect us all. From the Himalayas to the Amazon, every culture has stories. Survival guides for the human spirit, a map that links us across continents and centuries. These aren't just bedtime tales, they're blueprints for resilience, echoing our shared fears and hopes. We'll uncover how legends from opposite ends of the world reveal our common questions and dreams. This is about understanding our shared DNA, the stories that bind us as a global tribe. If you feel that pull to explore what makes us human, join our crew. Hit subscribe and become part of this journey. Let's face the wild heart of human storytelling, together. Water gives life and takes it away. Imagine a flood so massive it wipes the world clean. The great flood myth echoes across cultures: Mesopotamia, Greece, India, the Americas. Different names, different lands, but the same primal fear and hope: destruction, survival, and renewal. The flood isn't just about destruction, it's about the enduring spirit of life. The flood is not the end, it's the beginning of something new. In survival, thinking outside the box is everything. Enter the trickster, the wild card in nearly every culture's stories. Anansi the spider in West Africa isn't the strongest, but he outsmarts gods and beasts, bringing stories and wisdom to humanity. Loki in Scandinavia is chaos incarnate, brilliant, unpredictable, and always shaking up the gods of Asgard. Coyote in Native American tales is a creator, a fool, a teacher, and a menace, sometimes all at once. Tricksters cross boundaries, break rules, and force change. They're shapeshifters, never pinned down by one identity. We admire order, but we're fascinated by those who defy it. The trickster is the part of us that questions, rebels, and improvises. When the plan fails, you need to adapt. The trickster is the master of improvisation. They disrupt the status quo, introduce new ideas, and force growth, often through chaos. Their lessons are double-edged. Cleverness can save you, but hubris can undo you. Tricksters are mirrors, exaggerating our flaws so we can see them clearly. Loki, Anansi, Coyote, Hermes, Kitsune, they're all cut from the same cloth. They remind us that laughter and wit are survival tools as powerful as any weapon. In our world, disruptive innovators, rebellious artists, and clever underdogs all channel the trickster spirit. We may not always trust them, but we need them. They're the grit that creates the pearl. Tricksters prevent stagnation and spark evolution. They're vital, unpredictable, and utterly human. Sometimes, the most important survival tool is a sharp wit and a willingness to break the rules. The trickster is the engine of change in every story and in every life. They show us that chaos isn't just destructive, it's creative. Without them, the world would never move forward. So next time you face the unexpected, channel your inner trickster. Adapt, improvise, and don't be afraid to shake things up. That's how you survive and thrive. The trickster's lesson: embrace the chaos. It's where real growth begins. And that's a story worth remembering. Every life has a moment when you leave the comfort of the known and step into the wild unknown. The hero's journey. It's a universal blueprint for transformation, found in myths from every corner of the world. The hero starts in the ordinary world, restless, sensing something more. Then comes the call to adventure, a challenge, a crisis, a message from the wild. Fear makes us hesitate, but a mentor appears, offering wisdom or a tool. The hero commits, crossing the threshold into a realm of danger and wonder. Here they face trials, meet allies, and confront enemies, testing strength, wit, and spirit. It's not just about fighting monsters. It's about overcoming inner demons: fear, doubt, temptation. The ordeal is the darkest moment, the belly of the beast, the underworld, the brink of death. Surviving this, the hero gains a reward, sometimes treasure, often wisdom. But the journey isn't over. The hero must return, bringing their newfound knowledge back to the tribe. The final test proves their transformation. They use what they've learned to heal their world. The story comes full circle. The hero leaves, faces the wild, and returns changed, bearing a gift for all. This pattern is everywhere, from Theseus and the Minotaur to King Arthur and the Sword and the Stone. It resonates because it's our story. Every traveler, every student, every person facing change. We're all called to adventure, all face trials, and all have the potential to return transformed. The hero's journey is a map for growth, survival, and meaning. It's not just myth, it's the story of being human. So when your call to adventure comes, remember, the path is ancient, but the journey is yours. Step into the unknown, face your trials, return with something to share. That's how we grow, individually and together. The hero's journey is the path we all must walk, and every step is a story worth telling. Where will your journey take you? Where did it all come from? Before science, our ancestors looked at the stars and spun stories to explain creation. These myths are the bedrock of culture, our first attempt to find meaning in a vast, mysterious world. In Norse lands, creation begins with a void, Ginnungagap, where fire and ice meet, and a giant's body becomes the world. In Egypt, order rises from chaos. A mound emerges from dark waters, and the first god creates the earth and sky. The Maori of New Zealand tell of Rangi and Papa, Sky Father and Earth Mother, locked in embrace until their children push them apart, bringing light to the world. In Judeo-Christian and Islamic traditions, a single God speaks the universe into being, order from nothing, creation by will. Despite differences, common themes emerge: chaos before order, separation of sky and earth, the shaping of life from the void. These stories root us in the natural world. Sometimes we live on a giant's body, sometimes the gods are the forests and seas. Creation myths anchor us, giving purpose and belonging. We're not accidents, we're part of a cosmic design. Sometimes we're molded from clay, sometimes born from trees or corn, but always woven into the fabric of existence. These narratives are humanity's first science and philosophy, attempts to impose meaning on the unknown. They reflect the environments they come from: Norse brutality, Egyptian order, Maori intimacy. Creation stories show our universal need to understand our origins. We can't move forward without a story about where we came from. These myths are our first maps, guides to our place in the cosmos. In their variety and similarity, they reveal the creativity of the human mind. Faced with the unknown, we didn't shrink. We told stories. We sang the world into existence. That act of creation, making meaning from mystery, is the most human thing of all. Creation myths are more than stories. They're the foundation of who we are. They remind us that every culture, every person, is searching for belonging in the universe. And in telling these stories, we find connection. Our origins may differ, but our need for meaning unites us. The story of creation is the story of humanity itself, and it's still being written. The final wilderness we all face is death, the journey into the unknown. Every culture has tried to map what lies beyond, weaving myths of the afterlife that reflect our hopes and fears. In ancient Egypt, the soul braves the underworld, facing trials and the weighing of the heart. A light heart earns paradise, a heavy one, oblivion. Norse warriors dream of Valhalla's feasts, while others face the cold gloom of Helheim, a reflection of a culture that prized courage. The Greek underworld offers shades a joyless eternity, with only heroes reaching the Elysian fields. Many indigenous cultures see the afterlife as a spirit world intertwined with our own. Ancestors remain present, guiding and watching over us. In Hinduism and Buddhism, death is a doorway to rebirth. Karma shapes your next life, and the ultimate goal is liberation from the cycle. These beliefs are more than comfort. They're survival tools, helping us face the terror of the unknown. They promise reunion, justice, and meaning beyond this life. Afterlife myths also shape behavior. The hope of reward or fear of punishment encourages us to live by our culture's values. The landscapes of the afterlife are maps of our psychology, projections of conscience, hope, and fear. From Egyptian trials to ancestor spirits, these stories unite us in our struggle to make sense of mortality. We're all travelers at the edge of the same great river, wondering what lies beyond. Our maps differ, but our questions are the same. In telling these stories, we light the way through the darkness. The afterlife myth is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Even in the face of the ultimate end, we seek, believe, and hope. These stories connect us across time and culture. They remind us that, in the end, we're all searching for meaning. The journey continues, beyond life, beyond myth, and in that search, we are never truly alone. Our stories light the way. Our journey today ends, but the map of human stories is endless. We've seen floods, tricksters, heroes, and creation, myths that connect us across oceans and centuries. These stories aren't relics, they're living threads in the tapestry of humanity. If you felt that spark of connection, subscribe and join our global crew. Share your legends in the comments. Let's turn this space into a digital campfire. Every story matters, every voice adds to our shared adventure. Until next time, stay curious and stay wild.